The power of glimmers, small sparks of goodness in the dark. Just like we notice triggers, we can notice the glimmers in our life, and we start building on those to build more positiveness and to hopefully change some of those behaviors. We would really like to be more healthy. Just like we're working on triggers, some childhood things, we can also work on glimmers and some positive things. And so this again is Hope and Healing, episode 2, in an area of depression, planting seeds, seeds of possibility, finding glimmers. When you're in a depressive low, it's easy to notice that things feel heavy, hopelessness, or broken. Your brain becomes wired to scan for pain and danger. It really is part of survival. But just like triggers can send you downward, glimmers can bring tiny sparks of light. Glimmers are small, everyday moments that remind you life isn't only dark. In this episode, we'll explore how to notice and collect glimmers, planting seeds of possibility in the middle of depression. So where do we get started? Well, what are glimmers? Again, it's all about awareness. Glimmers are the opposite of triggers. They're small moments that bring even a tiny sense of calm, joy, or connection. Some examples are sunlight streaming through the window, a song that moves you, the sound of laughter, warm tea in your hand. They don't erase depression, but they remind you that there is still goodness woven into your day. Here's an anchor thought. If pain can be triggered, so can peace. Where do we go next? Well, we're going to train our brain to notice glimmers. So depression narrows your focus, and glimmers often will go unnoticed. Start a simple daily practice. Pause once a day and ask, when did you feel even slightly good today? Keep a glimmer log. One line a day is enough. Over time, your brain begins to scan for light and not just darkness. So here's a gentle reminder. Noticing small joys doesn't mean my pain isn't real. It means I'm giving myself balance. Where do we go from there? Well, we're going to use those glimmers as seeds of hope. So each glimmer that you notice is like planting a seed. It's proof that your story has more than one chapter. Collect them on paper, in photos, or simply in memory. And on harder days, return them to them as reminders that light does exist even if I can't feel it right now. So just like in those other episodes where we talked about you need your tools before you react, before you're in the middle of some negative response or reaction, right? And just like those times, we need that too when we try to look for glimmers. So that's why you practice what's one glimmer you see a day, and then you keep a glimmer log on top of it. So that way we can train ourselves. This is just another tool that we can use when our depression gets low and we're in the middle of it. Because we already used it on a daily basis, it's going to be second nature to us. So let's have a reframe. My glimmers are small, but they're enough to keep hope alive. On our hardest days, that little bit may be just all that gets us through that day. And that's okay. So here we are at the end. So let's wrap up and recap. Planting seeds of light. Glimmers don't need to be big to matter. Every smile, every warm sip, every song you feel for a moment, that's a seed of possibility. In the next episode, we'll talk about gentle practices for hope. Simple daily actions you can use to nurture those seeds into steady growth. So here's some journal prompts for you. What small moments bring me a spark of calm or joy? List 3 glimmers I noticed this week. And how can I remind myself to look for glimmers each day? You can do these journal prompts at the beginning of the day, the end of the day, or at the end of your week. to kind of help set us up for the new week. So here we are at the comment section. Comment on anything in this video, anything on hope and healing, planting seeds, or finding glimmers. Any area of depression or any other strong emotion that you may be dealing with right now. Having a hard time knowing what to comment on, here is a question for you. What is one glimmer you have noticed today? Remember, every glimmer helps and builds off of each other. So if this video resonated with you today, take a breath before you go. Let what you heard settle in. You're not alone on this journey, and you don't have to do it all at once. If you're feeling it, give this video a like so other people can find it. Subscribe for new content every day of every week. And here we do tiny steps, real talk, and honest healing. If you made it this far, you get to hear about the journals I've created and the children's book. These journals are just hand in hand with these videos, help increase healthy behaviors, decrease negative, unhealthy behaviors, and maybe to just make us more aware of the areas that we do need to change in life. There's an anxiety journal, self-love, discovery and discipline journal, and a beach theme journal. There's a children's book, Luna and the Brave and Lion, where your children get to discover what bravery, spark, and courage is. And then, of course, there's worksheets at the end for them where they get to write down where their own bravery is, what their own courage is, and what their own spark is. Really just to help set them up to notice that they have what they need inside of them for when those moments get hard in life. Then there's a book all about emotions with Sunny the Fox. And this book helps your child understand what are their emotions, their strong ones that they feel, where do they feel it in their bodies, what's a negative thought they have, and what are some positive thoughts they can come up with, and many more pages to help them understand they really do have a choice in how they react in their own lives. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great